Good morning, all. This is ZoZoStockWatch, and this is your stock watch list for Wednesday, November 8th. A little change here in the plans. Usually I do this at night, but last night was date night, so spent time with the wife. So I'm going to do a quick video here for you this morning, and we'll go ahead and go through some news that we had going on this morning. I'll bring this over. All right, we got news in eyes. Eyes second site receives FDA expedited access pathway. So eyes will be on watch, EYES. ABEO initiated with a buy at SunTrust and $26 price target. GLYC had earnings this morning, GLYC, and their earnings were out. OPHT and HTGM, very strong stocks this morning, moving up in the pre-market. HTGM was actually moving up Friday after the bell. I'm sorry, Friday, Tuesday after the bell. Don't know where that Friday came in from. Maybe wishful thinking. FOLD missed by 10 cents, but beat on revenue. FOLD. NEOS beat by 18 cents, beat on revenue. DGLY, exploring strategic alternatives. That stock is gapping up this morning. DGLY. And let's see if there was anything else. Oh, VICL Incorporated announces pricing of 25 million underwritten public offering of common stock at $1.75. That was VICL. Next up, we have top insider purchases from Tuesday. And it was XNCR, DS, RDUS, ARCC, FEIM. Some of the names: WWW, Wolverine Worldwide, beat by 6 cents and beat on revenue. Snap, after their earnings, the stock was getting crushed, and then we had China's Tencent takes 10% stake in SNAP, and that was from CNBC. And then Snap popped on that, and we'll look at some charts in a second. And let's just see what else we had in some early news this morning from the courtesy of the trade exchange. Snap, as you can imagine, getting some downgrades, underweight at JP Morgan. Also, Snap downgraded sell at UBS, price target 7. So, a lot of downgrades on Snap. But then that China's Tencent news came out and it popped Snap up, and the shorts got stuck and started to move that stock up. And we'll take a look at that chart in a moment. ROK had earnings out this morning. OPHT, they beat by $2.19, and they beat on revenue for OPHT. And let's just see if there's any other late news coming out this morning. JAGX, JAGX, enters into non-binding agreement of terms, secured convertible note for JAGX. FBIO, Fortress Biotech announces Salvation's CVA granted FDA regenerative medicine advanced therapy designation for treatment of traumatic brain injury. So that was on FBIO. Wendy's was down on earnings. They were gapping down. SKLN, Skyline Medical announces 2 proposed joint ventures and new strategic focus. And let's see if there was anything else. And like we said, IZEA was up after their earnings report. So I'll go ahead and get this out of our way real fast. This is some of the stocks that are gapping up this morning. Go ahead and take a look. And you can see the chart here to your right here. 2-minute chart, but we'll go to a 5-minute chart. Makes it a little cleaner for the pre-market. ONCS gapping up this morning up to 225, so stock is definitely in play. HTGM trading up at $3.25 at its highest in the pre-market. IZEA got up as far as 475. DGLY, nice pop here on that news that I read to you. OPHT popped and pulling back. And if I remember correctly, TTNP is partnered with OPHT. So this one will be on watch, but it can be a spready stock. So just be aware of that. TCS had earnings Tuesday after the bell. That stock is gapping up on TCS. TTWO up in the pre-market. VICL popped, pulling back a little bit now. NKTR, that stock is pop. Well, actually, it moved up to about 30 and moving back down. MTCH up a little bit. They had earnings this morning. JONE, an oil name, had earnings this morning. Let's go ahead and take a look at Snap, who had earnings last night after the bell. Stock basically fell off the table here, then was making new lows. Then that news came out, and the stock popped all the way back up to $16 a share. Gave that all back, and trading around $13.31 now on Snap. So, this one might be in play today. You know who might be in play today is Twitter. So we'll keep an eye on Twitter over this like 2010 spot on Twitter to see if we can get a continuation move in that name. Riot has been getting, some buying. It's on my pre-market scan. Yesterday had a good day, so have an eye on Riot. AVEO up a little bit this morning on that name. Only 7,000 shares traded in that, though, currently. TGTX not doing too much. Zynga had earnings last night and actually moving up. Went down after the earnings, and then I guess they had the conference call, and they're moving that one up a little bit this morning on Zynga. As I said, Wendy's gap down on their earnings. Plug had earnings. Stock gap down this morning. RGLS beat had earnings this morning. Stock is down. And let's see if there's any other names. WIX had earnings this morning. Stock is at the lows pre-market for WIX. And Tiers is going to be delisted, so that stock is selling off on Tier. I believe it's going to another market, probably the OTCs on Tier, TEAR. Let's see what else is going on here. We have MBOT with almost 5,000 shares traded. Up a little bit this morning. KND was strong yesterday, so this one will be on watch. Maybe a red to green or possible continuation move in KND. So keep that one on your watch. And let me see if anything else popped up on our screens while we were scrolling through. ENPH, a little bit of some buying coming into the name on ENPH. 3,000 shares traded so far, and as mentioned, EYES popped and currently giving that back on EYES. So those are some of the names this morning that I'll have on watch. We'll go ahead and take a look at the futures for you this morning. Last time I looked, the futures were down. So the futures are currently, Dow futures down about 6, S&P futures down about 2, NASDAQ futures up 2, so a little bit of a mixed market for the futures. And then we'll take a look at the commodities a little bit and see what's going on there. Gold currently up $5-6 on gold. Silver up a tad. Copper up a little bit on copper. Crude oil down about 19 cents, down about 0.33%, trading at 57.01 on crude. All right, so that's your crude and commodities information. And that's going to be it for the morning report. Hope everybody has a good day trading. Thank you so much for listening. And I'll be back to normal doing my stocks to watch this evening. So I just wanted to do this kind of impromptu, morning report because I figured I owed you a video. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great day trading, and back at it tonight for the YouTubers and have a good day trading.